What up, guys? It's your boy Kyle. Today we are switching it up a little bit. I got my PC set up, I got my quality, I got my new webcam, I got my mic. I told you guys I was gonna get it set up for you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know. I hope you guys do. But today we are doing a pack and play versus my boy Koogs. You guys know Koogs. He's one of the top YouTubers of the game right now. He helped put me on, helped advise me on how to get my stuff set up. He's been a huge help to me in getting me set up and getting me growing on YouTube. So I owe a lot to this dude. So if you guys have not followed him yet, somehow go to his YouTube, sub to him, follow him on Twitch. I'm gonna have all his info below. Today we are going to be trying to smack him because last time we played, I didn't feel too satisfied, man. It was a close game and I kind of got lucky and I escaped with a win. So today we're going to try to have a little less controversy and we're going to try to put the hurting on him. A pack and play is where we're basically both going to open 20 packs and we're going to use players from those packs and basically make a team out of them, and we're going to play each other using the guys that we get in these packs. Simple, easy, entertaining. Let's get started. Alright, so we got our 20 packs and we got our gold topper. Let's start off by seeing who we're going to get as our gold. Correa, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a good shortstop to get. I would rather get him than like a Ken Giles per se or something like that. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. We got our starting shortstop. Alright, let's see who we get in our first pack. A silver. Okay, Matt Shoemaker. That's not bad. We can put him in. We can put him in our starting rotation. Right now I set up a common team where basically you'll see that all of my teams are common, so as soon as I get somebody I'll be able to plug him in order to make sure that it's a guy I for sure packed, so forth. So that's not a bad start. We at least got a silver. Let's see who we get now. Okay, we got some bronzes. Manuel Margot. Okay, we're just gonna plug him in right now because he's better than any of the other guys we have in our lineup right now. Put him in at center field. We got Eric Kratz. As bad as he may be, we still got to plug him in because he's better than our 62 common. We'll add Alex Claudio. That may actually be a pretty good addition to our team because he has a very, very glitchy windup. So let's see who we got next. Another bronze. Josh Van Meter. I'm actually not very familiar with him. Wow, okay, he's playing up a little bit, so we'll take it. You know, we'll put him at second base over Matt Reynolds, and as you can see, it's more than an upgrade. We're not really gonna put any of these guys in yet. They're not looking too, or we can get a lefty in there. Put him in for Eckersley since we're obviously not gonna be using him. And Kelly. We'll just go ahead and plug him in there just in case we don't get anybody, which I hope we do. Let's see what we got next. More bronzes. Catcher, we didn't really need that. Logan Morrison. That may be okay. Yeah, he's got some pop. We'll put him in at first. That's a decent pick for a bronze. We're okay with that. Let's see. Another bronze. We would like to get at least some silvers in here. We're going to put in Tony Barnett. We're going to put him in for Rob Nen since we won't be using him. Mark Zipchensky. That's not bad. We're at least getting another lefty in there. Replace Goose in there. Alec Asher. Let's see what pitches he has. Oh, he's a starter. Okay, so we'll just replace the 54 with him. Okay, and then I think that'll be it for that pack. Let's go. Let's get a silver. Okay, we got a silver. Let's see who it is. Joey Wendell. Okay. So he plays outfield and he plays second and third base. We got Josh Van Meter. We'll go ahead and plug him in at third base for now. We'll replace that 55. Juan Nicasio. That's not bad. I believe he has a sinker. We'll get him in there for Fernando Salas. And Mike Leake, we'll get him in. Oops, that was an accident. We will fix that after this. So we did pack Matt Shoemaker. We'll remember that we did that. Okay, let's see who's next. Brennan Barnes. I'm not sure how good he is, but he will be an upgrade over. Certainly be an upgrade over Carlos Tochi. So we'll plug him in there right now. Sandy Leone. I think that I'll be taking him over Eric Kratz for sure. Yeah, we'll put him in right there. Tuki Toussaint, that may be fun to use. Plug him in instead of there. Okay. Let's go. Let's get a Jesus Aguilar. See, that's worthy. That's worthy. I don't know where we're gonna put him since we have Logan Morrison. We're gonna have to put him on the bench for now. That's one thing I'm forgetting, is that I got all these guys I could be putting on the bench. Mike Ford. We'll put him on the bench as well. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a gold. It's about time. Thank you. I hope they give us a nice little power hitter. If not, at least we get an upgrade at our pitching spots, but we're hoping it's somebody good. We could really use it. We got a pretty bad team so far. Okay. It's probably the worst thing we could have asked for right there. Probably the worst gold we could have gotten, but we're going to stay optimistic. At least we got a gold. It could have just been a bronze, so we're just going to go ahead and plug them in and keep it moving, boys. Yeah, that's not the best pack. We'll replace Kenley with Heath Hembry. Another bronze, Luis Avalon. That's not a bad lefty though. We'll replace Harrison Musgrave with him. Man, we are not getting the guys we want right now. That is for sure. Daniel Megden. I'm not going to put him in at starting pitcher just for the fact that his windup is absolutely terrible. And it takes forever, and I do not want to put anybody through that. So we're just going to go ahead and move on from it. I think we can put in Zach Cozart at second. Shout out to Koogs. We'll put an Angel there. Come on, man. Come on. I need somebody, guys. I need some good luck here because we are getting some absolutely terrible packs. I need good luck right here. Let's get a diamond, even a gold, even a silver. It didn't work. We got nothing. Okay. We maybe have to battle a little bit of adversity here. We got a silver. Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray. We're gonna get rid of Homer Bailey. We need some hitters. We need some hitters. We need some hitters bad. Kyle Freeland. Welcome to the team, buddy. Welcome to the team. I could have used some of your Rocky homies. You know, it could have been anybody else. Matt Davidson, at least he has some power. We'll get him in there. We gotta get him in there, right? I mean, Austin Slater. We'll replace Austin Slater with Matt Davidson. We're gonna have to live with it. Michael Taylor. Let's see. Okay, it's not awful. Yeah, we could replace Ty Kelly with him. That's not awful. Carlos Estevez. Yeah, he can't. He's just not good enough. Alright, we got 2 left. I would like to make some magic happen here. We got 2 bronzes. Steven Piscotty. Okay, that's not bad. Devin Mesoraco. That's not bad either. Okay, we'll put Devin Mesoraco at catcher. I have to remember to put Sandy Leon back in on my bench. Piscotty, we will put in for Brandon Barnes. That's not bad either. I mean, it's not ideal, but at least we're getting guys that are okay, right? I mean, I don't know. Gotta keep a positive mindset. Jonathan Davis. My lord. What is happening? We gotta get an outfielder on the bench. That's it. That's what we have to work with. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be ugly. This is going to be ugly. He is gonna look at our team and he is going to laugh at us. Rightfully so. But you wanna know how we're gonna get back? We're gonna win this damn game. Lord. Lordy, Lord, Lord. I don't know how it's looking, Koogs.
Not too good for you or what?
We're not looking too good, man. We are not looking too good, but you know what? We're gonna get the dub tonight. That's all I know. We are gonna get the dub. It may not be pretty, it may be hideous, but I do got one of your angels in my lineup.
Oh no!
Yeah,
oh no!
He's gonna do
I mean, I'm pretty confident it's not the big one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have any spoiler alerts, but I did see you pull a nice little diamond piece. We won't talk about it yet, but
yeah, not yet.
So, what difficulty are we playing on today?
You want to do Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. With my guys, it may be best to do rookie, but we'll go ahead and do Hall of Fame. We're gonna be playing on Hall of Fame. We got guest pitch off, quick counts off, of course. Strike zone on, hot zones on, box off. Everything looks good. Let's get ready to go.
Let's get after it. You're about to go down, bro.
I was telling him, Koogs, I wasn't left very satisfied after our last video. You know, it almost felt
Why
like
is that?
It almost felt like I escaped with the win. You know, like I was the one who got lucky. It was just tough. You know, I mean, we got the win, but it wasn't how I wanted it to be. So I gave them my word that this time will be different, regardless of my team.
Right. We'll see. I mean, hey, I got some goons on my team. I don't have like diamonds or a lot of diamonds or anything.
Let's see
like
who
that,
this man has.
I got some goons. Let's see.
He has Clay
At least you got a
Buchholz.
silver pitcher.
He has Yordan Alvarez. He has Tyler O'Neill. He has Robinson. This man has a squad. This guy could go into DD and immediately get a World Series run. Yeah. I mean, you would be intimidating with this team.
Yeah. I think people would kind of, you know.
They may offer the friendly. They may offer
they
it.
might be a little bit hesitant, be like, dude, do I want to play this out? I don't actually know.
All right, good luck, brother.
Yeah, you too. How many times have you gone 12-0?
Well, right now I have an 11-0 waiting for me for when this game's done, but I don't play a lot of BR, so I have one 12-0, and it was on stream. So realistically, it's like I have like 100, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, that's two hard outs considering those are the only 2 guys that know how to swing a bat on my team. So we're gonna have to try to work around it.
It's all good.
I noticed you got that Koogs banner in the right. It's looking nice, man. I love it.
It looks clean. I think I got, out of all of the partner ones, I think I got the best looking one.
I mean, I'm not gonna say you do, but I am gonna say you do.
Oh boy.
It's the palm trees. It represents California very well.
Yes, sir. You already know.
That's my boy Jesus Aguilar. I'm just gonna go ahead and put him on the map today in this video.
Yeah, let him know.
Yeah, after this.
It was a silver at the beginning of the year, right?
I believe so. I mean, shoot, coming into this year, you thought he was gonna have another monster year, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't pan out that way.
Clay Buchholz, outside slider's favorite.
Yes,
favorite
it
player.
is. CJ loves Clay Buchholz. Now, I don't know if you know this, Koogs. Did you know Outside Slider was my very first viewer on Twitch?
No, I did not.
He was my very first viewer. He was my very first mod. He showed me the ropes on everything. I owe that guy the world.
He's a good guy.
Oh, man.
3 hard outs.
All right.
Everybody loves the show.
See, now I was upset about my starting lineup, but one thing I got to remember throughout the game is that you do have Clay Buchholz pitching.
Yeah, my bullpen is definitely not my strong point.
And then Correa does that. All right. All right,
man.
we're gonna have to see where this road takes us. But so far,
you're trying to get the win, dude. I haven't played in 5 days. You can't let me do
see,
this,
guys. When I open a pack, I get Joey Wendell or I get Sandy Leone. This man packs a silver with 84 contact and 96 power.
Yes, sir. God. Put some respect on Jordan's name.
Mr. Jordan. He's been going off in the majors, man.
Yes, sir. Was he? Didn't he have like? How many home runs did he have last month? Some crazy number.
Shoot, I mean, I know he had. I think it was 4 games in a row where he had a home run, and then sprinkle in some other games. I don't want to misquote it because I don't want to misjudge a god, but he had a lot.
Yeah, he had a good amount. Oh my God, no check swing, no discipline.
We're gonna make sure he doesn't have any this game.
All right, well here's Giancarlo.
Look at this man packing Giancarlo Stanton, and he gets a single. We'll live with it. I mean, it's not a 2-run jack.
And that bat just resulting in a single in this situation, I'm pretty sure you'll live with that.
Yeah, I will. Boy, Jesus, if I'm not gonna put him on the map, Koogs is.
Let's see if he does the same thing for me as he did for you, dude. I would like that a lot right now.
Don't sleep on my man Matt Shoemaker, dude. I'm gonna be painting corners with him.
I felt so bad when Shoemaker got injured this year.
Yeah, I know.
He used to be on the Angels, and I was, I root for the guy, but he was off to a really good start, and then it just the injury kicked in, man.
It really sucks. What's funny is that he's actually, I used to play a lot of DFS a couple years back, and he was one of the most slept on guys to use in DFS, man. He was always priced pretty low, and on the Angels, shoot, he was just reliable, and he had some strikeout upside. So I was a pretty big Matt Shoemaker fan. A lot of it had to, dude.
That was a great pitch.
Oof.
But damn, warning track power. I should just wear Shelfie's merch. Yeah. No, yeah, he was almost Rookie of the Year, or did he win Rookie of the Year that one season with the Angels, 2015?
Did he win Rookie of the Year? I don't think he did.
He was
right, we'll take
there.
that.
So if he didn't win, he was second. I can't remember.
Yeah, because I feel like I would have remembered if he won Rookie of the Year, but
yeah.
I mean, don't quote me. I could be wrong. I'm wrong very often in my life, but I think he did not win it.
I'll believe you. I'll allow it.
Okay, see, I don't even know who we have up now. I think this is some guy we picked up at Whole Foods and just took him. Okay, oh, it's Zach Cozart. Oh, okay. So not Whole Foods. We got him at Target.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of a guy who loves to be injured.
Yeah, Cozart. He's had some rough goes.
Yeah.
And then Mike Trout now has like he had an MRI on his leg or something.
Do we know what's happening with him?
Yeah, last I checked, he was still day to day, so I don't think he's playing today.
Okay.
But man, dude, that's the Angels. Like, that's the definition of the Angels' last few years. It's just injuries and no pitching.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, just guys like Garrett Richards too. Like, it seems like he's never been able to catch a break with injuries.
Well, he's on the Padres now, and
is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But, like, he had that really good breakout season, I think, in 2014, I don't remember, and
God, we can't keep
he got
it
hurt
fair.
in like August, and it sucked to see him go down.
Yeah. Wow, on the Padres, huh? Was he a free agent or did he get traded?
Pretty sure he was a free agent.
Okay. It just feels like all the guys on my team don't have enough pop to get it out of here.
Know.
It's like I'm squaring it up how I want to. It's Clay
This
Buchholz.
is a friendly, so I think.
Yeah, it should be a little better.
Perfect.
Actually, I did get under that one.
And also, though, since this isn't in ranked, the wind is in effect. It's 6 miles an hour blowing in from left.
Oh, we forgot about that. Man,
Yep.
I mean, I haven't played a friendly in a while. That makes sense. Okay, we're gonna have to battle with that.
I really wish they could just take that out of friendlies.
It just seems like there's some solutions that seem simpler than they must be, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not my place to talk about it. I just like to see everybody having fun, and hopefully this game someday gets to the point where we're all having fun.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully sooner rather than later, too.
Yeah, I would have a lot more fun per se if I had a run, but we're just gonna.
Because I've been having a lot of fun on the game this year. Like, way more than I did last year. But after patch 113, like, I don't know, man, it's just so noticeably different that I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, it's easy to have fun in the game because the content is just so great. I mean, like, as a Giants fan, I could build an all-time Giants lineup and it could be stacked. I mean, I realistically could play ranked seasons with a all Giants lineup, right? And just that in itself, it's fun, dude. Like, playing with Matt Williams, playing with Willie Mays, that's all fun. But when you're a competitive guy, it's so hard to know that you're actually getting punished sometimes for putting in the correct inputs. It's really tough. Especially when you're trying to climb the leaderboards and stuff, because shoot, I'll have a day where I win 7 in a row, and then I'll have a game where I'm just squaring up everything against a pitcher that I like to face, and I may not get a run. And my opponent could get 5 runs off of early and late hits, and I drop six spots in the standings. You know, it's just it's tough sometimes, man. And I know there's guys like Rebel and a lot of my friends, DGOS and all them, that they all say the same thing, you know. It's just tough because everybody's grinding, everybody's trying to be as optimistic as you can about it, trying to climb their leaderboards. And shoot, I get 2 texts a day from some of these guys saying, man, I'm about to give up, I'm losing hope in this game, you know.
Yeah, I've a question I have that will go for like a lot of top players is, you know, obviously the biggest complaints that I see are that the user input is being rewarded in the wrong way. Like, if you have bad user input, a lot of the times it feels like you're getting rewarded more than somebody who's putting in the good user input.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my question is, like, how do you balance the fact, like, if you get good user input and you get line drive after line drive out after line drive out, and you know, you just keep lining out, like, if that didn't happen, technically, if a good player versus a good player is going to be playing, wouldn't the games end up being like, you know, just like 20-20, like just huge run differentials and stuff like that? Like, or not run differentials, but just huge run games. Like, is that something you guys want, or do you care? Or, I mean,
see, that's honestly a really, really good question, because in every other game, like, there's games that we've liked, like 2015 and 2016, right? Where it wasn't like that, you know what I mean? It's not like we were scoring 15 runs or whatever, but it still felt like we were being rewarded more for our hits. And whether it's because the hitting was harder back then and it was harder to square up a ball, and that's what made it to where we felt like we were getting rewarded for our good inputs or not, at that time it just felt right. And I think maybe the difference is that this game allows you to make hard contact sometimes when you're not supposed to, and that hard contact gets caught, so you feel like you're smashing the ball, and in reality, you may, like those 101 mile per hour late hits per se. You know what I mean? The game often lets you hit the ball hard. So when you're hitting the ball hard, you feel like you're having the at-bat that you want to have. And all of these lineouts and stuff, it's kind of like a tease, you know what I mean? You feel like you're not getting rewarded for anything. So a better way to put that is, we don't want it to be 2020, and we don't want to be rewarded for every single thing. But just having these games where you have no runs and you're squaring up everything, it just doesn't add up, because it becomes all RNG. You know what I mean? If some good goods are better than other good goods with the same pitch type and everything like that, it all comes down to RNG. You know, it's, some of these are home runs, some of them are outs, and it's just all of a flip of a coin at that point, especially when you have such an uptick of bloop hits, infield hits, user errors, because now your opponents are given more opportunities to score instead of you if you're outplaying them, you know?
So another question I have is, let's say that you have the same thing with like the good user input, you line out like, you know, so many times a game, like, I don't know what the percentage is, and I don't want to just throw out a number out there, but like, let's say you line out like, you know, 65% of the time. It might even be higher than that. I don't know. Yeah. Would you be okay if the game was like that still, but then the late hits and like the bloop hits just weren't rewarded very often at all?
Yes and no. The reason why I would be is because if I'm lining out, at least my opponent isn't getting runs off of BS. At least my opponent still has to earn their runs. So here's my way to put it. At least my pitching can cancel out that. You know what I mean? I can hold my opponents to 0 runs if there's no... I mean, the objective when you're pitching to somebody is to try to jam them and get them to make weak contact, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you're pitching well, you're more likely to give up those blue pits. That's just... It's unfortunate, but that's the case. So with those eliminated, yeah, I would feel a lot better because at least my pitching still holds significance in my game.
Okay. Yeah, it's always been interesting.
It is
like
tough right now.
Yeah, I know, right? Nobody can hit.
Yeah.
Because like I see everybody saying on Twitter, it's like, oh, like, or not everybody, but like the people that don't get it saying like, oh, all these top players, they just want home runs every single at bat. It's like that's not the case. No. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants MLB 18.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like people just want. Like the biggest thing for me is like I used to play old Call of Duty game battles matches back in the day, and like I would play people who were better than me, and I would lose, and obviously I'd be upset that I lost, but I always be like, okay, well, what did they do better than me? How can I actually do something better? When you're doing stuff that you actually feel like should be like making you better, you should see the results out of that. It sucks in the show when you just don't understand how you could do anything differently to result in something.
See, like, it's so good that you brought that up because it's really a dual-edged sword because you have guys that should be practicing to get better, right? Like for an example, there's some guys that'll come in and they'll beat me while I'm streaming, and it may be from total BS, right? But in their head, after they beat me, it's like, oh, I just beat the second best player in the world. Yeah. So I'm just going to go on a roll. I don't got to work on anything. And in reality, that doesn't help them because they don't feel the need to try to improve in specific fields. They feel that they've reached their peak and they're not going to practice. You know what I mean? They're ready for the big show now. And the way it impacts us in a negative way is that I can have a game where, I had a discussion like this with Digos just the other day. I lost 3 games in a row, or it was 2 games in a row, and I won one by the hair of my chin. But I was hitting screamers, absolute screamers, right? And I found myself saying, "Oh, that's game. That's game."
I'm putting Jesus on the map.
Yep, he is putting Jesus on the map. I said I would, but you gotta give it to him. Okay, but like I was saying, so I had a conversation and I found myself saying, "Hey, Dilly, like I'm in a huge slump right now," and oh my gosh,
oh my God, what's going on?
Time to get the bullpen warm.
Here we go.
Who was that?
Shoemaker. That's Robinson Chirinos, bro.
Oh, okay. Hey, you got a little bit of pop. I got to be a little more careful against those guys.
That was a power swing too. Perfect.
Oh, really? I think maybe I should probably be doing that. Shoot, my guy's got no pop. Okay,
no
so
pop.
But yeah, I found myself saying, dude, like I'm in a huge slump right now. But in reality, I'm getting a bunch of good squared ups. You know what I mean? I'm locked in hitting. It's just based on the result, I'm assuming I'm in a slump. And that's what's messed up because it's causing me to make adjustments. And in reality, I'm becoming a worse hitter trying to make these adjustments to get hits. I think Shoemaker's gone.
Maddie gotta go. No, I feel you. Like, that's just the big... Ooh, okay, so you got a gold out of the pen.
I did get a gold out of the pen, yeah.
That's good. Was that your topper?
No, Correa was my topper.
Okay. Yeah, mine's David Robertson.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah. But, no, yeah, like... As long as any game can kind of like, as long as you can pinpoint what you're doing wrong and then you make the adjustment to fix it, like that should be enough right there.
Yeah.
Like it'll take time, it'll take practice, and it's not gonna happen overnight. But as long as you know what the issue is and how to correct it, you can go and do that. With the show, sometimes I feel like that's not the case.
Exactly.
The game just doesn't always reward you for what you're supposed to do. And obviously baseball is an imperfect sport. Like, you fail more times than you succeed. But still, it's like real life baseball and this are they're going to be two separate things, and I feel like there has to be a balance there that I don't think the show is quite at. So
Yeah. No.
hopefully they can figure it out, and I don't know if it'll happen this year or if we'll have to wait till 20 or what, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's not because people are going to complain no matter what. People are going to have issues with the game no matter what.
Yeah.
But as long as you can maintain a healthy relationship with your competitive community as well as your like more casual community,
Yeah.
I think that's all you need to do. And
I
right
agree.
now, with the gameplay being the way it is for the competitive side of things, like I don't really think that relationship is there, even though like they're trying to do better. And I don't know, man. Like I just feel like there's at some point something's got to be different.
Yeah,
But
and I agree with everything you're saying, because it seems like whenever there's an adjustment being made, either the competitive side is getting ignored or the casual side's being ignored. You know what I mean? It's hard. It seems like it's been hard for them to get a good mix of kind of helping everybody. And I mean, I'm not trying to be biased, because it doesn't even have to be me. It could be Rebel, it could be Gunsky, it could be one of those guys, but they need to get somebody in there to try these games, to give them up close in person feedback on some of these games before they release, or you know what I mean, just there's so many things that I feel like can be done to test it out, to make sure none of this stuff can go wrong, you know. And maybe it's naive to say that, maybe it's a little harder than to just bring them in, but I just think they could be so far ahead
really
if they did
beneficial.
something. Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I wanted to touch on that you were saying is that when it comes to the adjustments, right? Making adjustments in game and all that, seeing what you're doing wrong, that was where part of the skill gap like lied before, because you could be getting outplayed a little bit, and if you know the game better and if you know what adjustments you need to make and stuff like that, you can adjust mid-game and find a way to beat your opponent still. That's not a thing right now, you know? Like you can see what you're doing wrong, you could fix it, and you may not be doing anything wrong. You know, that's just the case right now, and it sucks, but it's true.
What we got now? Another question: did you hear about the MLB esport thing in China?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
I just saw the headline. I didn't really read into it too much. Like, did you?
I more like heard about it through a friend. A lot of the top players reacting negatively to it, and that is not at all how I reacted to it. To me, it's that they're testing it out to see how it may go, and
Oh my God!
there we go, baby. Let's go ahead and silence the crowd up, okay? Lomo off the bench. I told you, boys. I told you. That lefty bet off the bench. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, I think Nick Whitgren is probably to his end. Jeez,
All right,
I got a
guys.
lockdown pen.
We needed that. We needed that boost. Now we got our boy Correa up. We needed that bad. Maybe for this video, I'll skip the first 3 innings and just skip to the...
Go to what you want to see.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the esports thing, to me, any type of thing like that is improvement, you know?
No, I agree.
Oh, Lord.
Nice, good turn.
Well, at least it happened after the home run. But yeah, when it comes to that stuff, I think anything's improvement. And I used to really that used to be all I really thought about, was just when the game would go esports, how that would go and stuff like that. And it's like, man, as much as it sucks to say, like, I really don't even think about it anymore. So when I do see something like that, I get a little excited. I'm focused on making content and all that, you know, and trying to make something out of nothing right now. And I've kind of written off the esports thing as a whole after being so optimistic for it. And so seeing something like that is always, I don't get my hopes up, but to me it's exciting. Other people feel disrespected.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like I don't really actually know how much involvement SDS has in that. I didn't hear anything about it from them or anything like that, so I don't really know exactly like what their involvement is, if there is any, or if they're just starting their own little league over there in China doing their thing. But I mean, I'm really curious to see what this game would look like on an esports scale, and even like just the fact that, you know, it will get more eyes and more attention over there.
Yep.
They can at least gauge how the reaction is and then go from there, being like, hey, maybe this is something that we want to kind of pursue. Because I would absolutely love for MLB The Show at some point to be esports related and just have kind of a presence in some places.
Of course, man.
I would love to be involved in any way I can, whether that's being in the booth commentating a game or something like that. Like, I don't care. I just think that,
you know, there'd be a spot for you somewhere, you know? Like, I mean, you're such a big part of the community. Like, if esports is just as beneficial to you as it is to people like me, you know? Like, it's,
yeah, I just want to see what the space would be like, because
exactly.
you know, you see Madden and 2K, and like, you know, people always say like, MLB can't go esports because of the gameplay and stuff. It's like, I hear about Madden and 2K issues every single year,
all the
I'm like,
time.
why is MLB any different? Like,
yeah, no, those games have just as many issues. Do you want to know the issue that does not get talked about at all, that I think is just such a huge detriment to the growth of MLB?
Sure. As Giancarlo goes to the friggin' gap.
Oh, get it in, Correa. Get it in, Correa. Okay.
Woo!
Tie game. It's not good. One thing that never gets talked about is that the difference between this game and all those other sports games is that all those other sports games are on Xbox as well.
Mm-hmm.
That limits the growth so much.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not naive. I know that's a problem we may not be able to get around because of Sony and all that stuff. But just dividing that community in half, it's just a disadvantage to all other games. Every other sports game you could play on both consoles, you know? And I never thought about that, but you look at Twitch, you look at the numbers, and that's why we have less, you know? There's a whole group of a console that's not involved in it. They most likely don't watch, you know? It's just, that's one thing that I've always thought about.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that it alienates a whole entire section of baseball fans, just it makes it rough. And like, you can only watch, for me, like, there's games that I can watch that I don't want to play, but most of the time, I'm surprised that was foul. Most of the time, I've at least tried the game. Like Destiny, I can't play that game, but I sometimes really enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
Fortnite's the same way. Like, I don't like playing Fortnite, but I like watching it mainly because I like the streamers and the personalities.
Yeah.
But like MLB The Show, I feel like if you don't have the game or you haven't played it or whatever, like, I don't feel like you actually can get that invested in watching the game.
Yeah.
I feel like really
I agree.
to break.
Yeah, I agree. And it's, I mean, I think a part of it is that, oh, I'm sorry about that. A part of it is that baseball's not that exciting to people who don't like baseball, you know? Like, simply put, that's just how it is. I mean, if somebody doesn't have a baseball game, there's a good chance that they don't like baseball. So they're not going to be on Twitch. Or, I mean, they may like baseball, but not enough to be on Twitch watching somebody else play it, you know?
Okay.
Oh, my.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, are we out of... Okay.
Nah, you good.
That's a lucky break. That's two very lucky breaks. So
well, it's okay. There's still a lot of game left.
yeah, there is.
Wow, that was ripped.
Yeah, that was. Who is this right now? Is Mesoraco?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna go to the bullpen real quick.
Hey, Koogs, is it cool if I just go deep with him real quick? Do you mind?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
You
Fastball right down the middle. Here you go.
sneaky.
I don't have any confidence with this guy.
You don't want that. You don't want to let that creep in.
Yep, not at all. Oh God.
Oof.
All right, and you actually didn't go.
And I.
Oh my God, that thing floated.
Yikes! And that was a moonshot too.
Yeah, that one ain't coming back. Just leave him wherever he goes.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and.
It's so walled.
Can we get the ambulance to check on that fan?
Oh my God! Stop.
Sometimes you just get into God mode, boys. Sometimes you get into God mode.
Now I know how the other people that play you feel when these big are going on, dude. It's like the whole chat. How does he do it? Now I get it.
That's a pretty cool feeling. I'm not gonna lie. And dude, but that ball. How does that ball go out? Koogs, you're gonna get to see that. You're gonna get to see that on the video.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Let's try lefty, see if that changes anything.
Who on earth is this man?
James Pazos.
He's throwing a little bit of funkiness.
Damn, this game went from tied to blowout real quick.
Now I want to ask you about Cleveland, dude. How the hell was that?
Yes, sir. It's a lot different than California.
Is it?
Oh, dude, you have no idea. You like California, you kind of the vibe is pretty easy to see and get.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland, I get there, and it was unlike any place I'd ever been. Truthfully.
Really?
It was like most of the time we were there, we were doing stuff, so we spent a lot of our time in like the downtown area where the baseball stadium and the football stadium and everything is. Like that's where we spent a majority of our time, and that whole area was pretty cool. Like there was a lot of good restaurants, good bars.
Mm-hmm.
Just it was a cool area. Once you go a couple blocks outside of that downtown area, it's just not really somewhere I'd like to hang out very much.
Is it dead?
It's dead. It looks like it's.
Yeah,
I
see where we're going.
Just, like,
no, yeah, I get it.
Even look bad or anything, but like coming from where I live, and just you can kind of you can get from somebody who lives in California.
Yeah.
Just like
no, I get it. We're spoiled, bro. We're spoiled living here. I mean, damn. See, that ball is gone with who? Yeah, that ball's gone with anybody above 6 power. But
there was a lot of
that was perfect.
Boarded up. There was a lot of like boarded up windows and like buildings that looked abandoned and stuff like that, and I was like, wow.
You were in 8 Mile.
As close as you can get.
Hey man, it still had to have been the experience of a fucking lifetime though.
Oh, it was great. Like the All-Star game was a lot of fun. The Derby was incredible with
Dude,
Vlad
that Derby, oh my god.
Dude, it was wild. I've always watched the Derby in person, or I mean on TV and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I've gone to the Derby the last 2 years, like I can confidently say I've been to so many different sporting events. I've been to football games, basketball games, playoff games of a couple different sports. Like the home run derby is the most fun. Oh boy.
Hey, I got one too. We're good.
The Derby is absolutely the most fun I've ever had at a sporting event, and
even more than a
number 2 bomb.
Really? Even more than a playoff game per se. Well, not that you get to see any. We don't have to talk about that.
I went to an Angels playoff game when they won the division in 2014. They lost to the Royals and
they got swept.
Yes. Yep. But I went to
a
World Series game last year.
Just curious, who won in 2014 the World Series?
Giants.
Okay, it was the Giants.
That team,
Yeah, it was the Giants. I thought they were in.
The Angels
I thought they were in 2000.
Just curious.
All right, guys. I'm gonna head off. We're gonna end the video here.
Run it back.
Choik lost. Benji Molina. I still have nightmares about it. Don't worry.
But yeah, the Derby is just insane, man. It's if you ever get a chance to go, like next year's in Dodger Stadium, so obviously whether I go with the show again or whether I just whatever, I'll be there, and it's so much fun.
Wow. No, I mean it sounds freaking incredible, and I mean just watching it on TV, knowing you. Oh. Okay. He said okay. We go ahead and turn that, baby. Let's go. That was gross. I didn't know Juan Nicasio was Andrelton Simmons, but
yeah,
we'll take it. No, but yeah, man, just knowing you guys were there while watching it, it's like, man, just keeping that in mind. It's like these guys are actually just experiencing one of the. I mean, I don't know how a derby is gonna top like that round with Jock and Vlad. Like.
What was it, like 3 swing offs? Like it was just one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And it's like I wanted Vlad to win so bad, but I found myself rooting for Jock too, just to see how long the round could go.
It was just well, for me it was like, oh, Vlad hit 29. It was like, or was it 30 in that first round with Jock?
29.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it was 29-29. But it was like, oh, he hit 29, and it was like, nice, like that's so awesome. And then all of a sudden, my thinking's like, well, can Jock beat it? You know? And then it was like, let's go, Jock. Let's see if you could beat it. And you just want to see like history over and over again, you know?
Yeah.
Get greedy.
Now, question: who do you? Pete Alonso won with the bracket being the way it was.
Oh,
who do you,
dude,
who do you
Vlad's
think
the
was
champ of that derby. Come on.
Thank you.
I don't think anybody will disagree with that. I mean,
you'd be surprised, bro.
well, what did? Oh, he did win $1 million, huh, Alonso?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say, as long as you were the most entertaining, but that once a mill comes into it.
I still have comments in my YouTube section, or YouTube comments in the section saying like, why would Pete Alonso not be the champion? Vladimir Guerrero didn't even deserve to be there. I'm like, okay, you're really still bringing up the fact that he didn't deserve to be there, but he put on the greatest individual home run derby performance the game has ever seen.
As soon as he hit that first 468, you should not talk about that anymore, because it's like, okay, whoa, what's happening?
Oh, bro,
dude,
bro.
my guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if that has to do with. I don't know what that was. I didn't touch nothing. He like went back to third after already being close to home. That was so strange.
What he was doing right there. He wanted out. Oh my god, dude, what is going on?
Steven Piscotty, baby, let's go.
I gotta get James out of here, bro.
Yeah, James.
It's 11-3. This is what you probably expected to happen in the last time.
It is. I expected it more. And if you told me that we were gonna play 2 times, and one of them was gonna be 11-3, and the other one was gonna be what the score was, I wouldn't think my pack and play with 7 bronzes was gonna be when I had 11.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And that was on Hall of Fame too, right? That game?
Yeah, both of our games have been Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
God dang it, man! I was so excited with my Giancarlo pull. I was like, dude, I might have this.
I seen you get that pull before I even like started, and I was like, I know how this is gonna go. I just immediately knew.
I mean, the biggest thing for me is I just made a little bit of stubs back off of the pack opening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I still gotta buy. I have Cal and I have Wagner. I still gotta buy McCutcheon to get that voucher.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I don't have any of those. I mean, I have Billy, but. So who's your favorite player to use right now? Alcides Escobar. Oh my lord.
Alomar, Jose Bautista.
Oh, I remember you saying that. I do remember you saying that.
He's still my boy. Alomar's probably like my favorite. Then of course Willie, and they're about to announce all the 5th inning guys coming up here. I think tomorrow.
But they said they were gonna release one today, right?
Yeah, it's Bob Gibson.
Oh, it's Bob Gibson.
Yeah, he's one of the 3.
Oh man, that's great news. That's very good news.
So hard to hit.
Yeah, because
he should have been hard to hit last year,
yeah.
But with the pitch speeds and the way the game was last year, like he just was completely ineffective.
When they teased his stats last year, I was like, that's gonna be the best pitcher ever in MLB The Show history.
Yep,
and he was just
close.
He just was irrelevant. I mean, No, but that
like Don Sutton and
Mike Scott.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Man, I was so anti MLB 18, man. Like,
me too.
So much. I was only playing regs. I was playing wagers. I didn't want to touch Immortals. It was so ridiculous. Everybody having the same exact team. Like this year, all the teams I see are. I mean, obviously you have the same base. Is that the slowest stretch ever in history?
I think so.
Geez. If I were you, I'd be stealing with the 4. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a go here.
Yeah, that just shouldn't be a thing. That's a 40 speed and it's like not even close. That is hilarious. You're supposed to swing at that and end the inning, just so you know for next time.
Okay. You want to do it again?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Oh
my God!
Let's
it actually
go.
gave me a full swing. Are you serious?
That's Giancarlo, dude. He's a bum. He's no Zach Cozart.
Yeah, you're right. Jesus, he's no freaking Michael Taylor.
Yeah.
All right, well,
David
Robson. At least I
Robson's-
get to use my.
Yeah,
goal.
he's always been tough for me to hit.
Knuckle curve has like not a lot of break, but it's just so quick.
It is very, very quick. Yeah, I'm happy to hear about that Bob Gibson now, because I could definitely use a replacement for Nolan Ryan. He's just god awful. Ooh.
Yeah, Nolan, I'm very hit or miss with.
Yeah, he's just.
I still can't hit him at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll have to work on that for you. Once you get the approach down on him, you'll be hitting him just fine. We'll have a little lab session.
Hell yeah. Please.
Once I move into the house, we'll be all good. We'll be able to lab all the time, dude. I got my little corner spot ready.
Yeah, you got your spot in the kitchen, your little 1x1.
Exactly. All I need is to be right next to the fridge. I'll have my White Claws. We'll be good.
Yeah, dude. I drank so many White Claws this weekend. I felt like such a frat boy.
Koogs, I swear to God, it was the funniest thing. So when I was buying my table for the PC and stuff, right? Me and my girl went to Target, and like my family was gone in Japan and stuff like that. So we were like, we'll grab a couple drinks and we'll hang out and drink a little bit. And she saw the White Claws, and we both love mango, and so she was like, let's try these. And dude, I had never heard of them. I had never seen them. Nothing. So we got those. We killed them. They were amazing. And I swear the next day I started seeing posts about White Claws. I see all you guys talking about them. I was like, what the hell? It was almost like there was a midnight release for them and everybody was on them. I had never heard of them before. But they're delicious.
Yeah, there was this like video this guy made, this comedian guy, about White Claws, and like just like basically like making fun of people who drink White Claws and stuff they say. And yeah, it's become a meme at this point.
Okay.
No, I had so many this weekend. I had all the different flavors too, because we got like variety packs.
What's the best?
Like, for me, I like the grapefruit one.
Grapefruit. Okay, that sounds like it would be delicious.
I don't like the black cherry.
See, that's the one I'm seeing a lot of people drink.
I think it's the most common.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah,
there's also like a lemon lime and a mango, I think.
Yeah, the mango one's the only one I've had, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I don't know, man.
How are you liking your new spot? Are you settled in now?
Oh no, not even close.
Oh.
I don't have a single piece of furniture in there yet.
Oh, okay. So you still at that main
I went
house?
to Cleveland, and then I went on this trip with my friends, and then this weekend I'm going to Vegas.
Jesus.
So like, but once that's done, I should be like done with all these little trips, and I should be able to just kind of get everything going towards that. Because right now it's just literally empty space that I'm paying for. So I'm like,
follow your dreams, guys. You can go to the All-Star game. You can have your own apartment. You can move in with me. You could let me live in your corner spot in your kitchen, and you can go to Vegas and do all these trips anytime you want. That's fucking dope, though, man. It's so sick to hear that you get to do all that stuff. Like, I mean, it's summer too, so I mean, it's the perfect time to get all that stuff done.
Oh yeah, 100%. So I go to Vegas all the time. I go to Vegas like
really?
4 times a year.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I've only been once, man, and I wasn't even with friends. I was with family, so I haven't even gotten to. Yeah, I was 21. Yeah, it was this February I went. Oh, but I had the flu too. It didn't stop me from drinking 9,000 whiskey sours, but I did have the flu. It didn't stop me from gambling my life savings either. Actually, I ran a table. I played a lot of poker, and I brought home 1,400 from No Limit. So I gambled a lot, but I actually came home a winner for once.
That's good.
Yeah.
I just don't have the patience for playing tables.
Yeah.
Like blackjack, poker, like you have to sit there for a while if you really want to make it.
Well, not blackjack. Blackjack, if you're reckless, you can. But poker, if you're not patient, don't even go. You know what I mean? Because you're just gonna lose your money.
My friend's a big poker guy. He goes, and whenever we go, he's like, all right, I'll see you guys later tonight.
Yeah.
And he just goes and plays.
Spends like 6 hours there.
8 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. I just like playing slots, dude. I just walk around. And I just drop $20 in and then see what I get out of it.
You're crazy, man.
I've won like $200 multiple times off 20.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I get lucky on slots.
Jeez,
but I don't do it that much, so that's why I just kind of.
No wonder why you're pulling John Carlos Stantons in your pack and plays. This guy's just lucky, dude.
Feels good.
We have gotten so many BS hits this game. It is unbelievable.
Yeah, this is like a VR game.
Yeah. I just want
Please
to.
don't hit a home run. Let's just. Keep
I think I'm just gonna.
Mercy rule.
I think I'm just gonna. You remember how I called the Devin Mesoraco one, right?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta give me a pitch easier to hit than that. I can't hit that one out.
All right, here you go.
We'll just do it another time, man. It's all good.
Yeah. We'll get another video at some point.
Yeah, you know, your guys are gonna watch this too. Let's keep it cool. We'll just keep it at 8.
All right, 8-run comeback. Here we go. This is how it starts.
Dude, let me say this right now. If you do this, I will go with you to the All-Star game and I will pay for your home run derby ticket if you don't go with SDS. If you come
fair
back.
enough. Let's go. I'm locked in. I'm late on a sinker. I hate sinkers, dude.
Yeah, they're not ideal. And you're facing Tony Barnett too, so it should be a little easier. Oh no! What have I done?
One at a time.
I'm about to lose $2,000.
The beast is out. All right, here we go. Top of the order. How was that rolled over? What? Sometimes that contact result really doesn't add up.
Ever. On stream, I was so confused because I thought I squared one up perfectly, right? And it was a deep line out. So I was like, man, that is brutal. I was like, I don't know where I missed that. And then so I see it and my PCI is like above it. So I was like, oh, I guess I did miss it. And then like 5 seconds later, I was like, but wait, why did it do that then? If I was on top of it, why on earth is it a deep fly out? It was just really confusing. That makes sense.
No. Oh my god. You'll love to see it.
I do. I do love to see it.
Alright, well, let's see if the boy... Wow, that was amazing contact.
Good squared up. You just got to be a little later and a little less on it. And you got a man on first and second.
Look at that. Alright, let's see if my diamond can get it done. Does he? I think he does. Let's go, Giancarlo. At least it did something for me. Nice.
Must be nice to get a diamond in the pack and play. Must be nice.
Early.
I'm over here trying to hit home runs with J. Pierre and Sebia.
Hey, you hit more than me?
Nah. GG's. That was fun. That was fun.
So we're okay with that.
Man, after the first 3 innings, I was like, dude, you got 2 runs. I lost. I'm not gonna be able to score. My boy Alex Claudio with the win. Devin Mesoraco 3 for 4. I may have to put him on the main squad.
You hit 2 bombs with that guy?
Did I? Let me check.
Yeah, you hit 2 with Mesoraco.
Wow. We'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
All right, man.
GG's, Koogs.
Appreciate you doing this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm out.
All right, man. Look, man, shout out to Koogs for showing love and doing this video with me. It's our second one, and it's been a lot of fun working with him. I appreciate you guys watching through the whole video and showing love. I'm going to leave all of his info below, including his Twitch, his YouTube, his Twitter, and all of that. Make sure to go shoot him a follow. Make sure to go shoot him a sub on YouTube. He's got a lot of good stuff. I learned a lot from that guy. I got a lot of these videos coming up with some big YouTube guys, some big Twitch guys, and some top players. So make sure that you hit that sub button if you haven't. Put a thumbs up on the video if you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do, whether it be do something different, do some different type of video that you guys think may be cool. Just let me know. I'm open to everything. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and I'll talk to you very soon.